سيدنا محمد.
Our celebration of this Interfaith is also a very distinguished and accomplished scholars who has worked very hard and received numerous awards, namely award recognition for the global appreciation merit of Hainan UNESCO, Congress Global Shada Ambassador of World Shada Council, has attained Glory of Asia Award from the National Seminar on Individual Achievement for Economic and Social Development. The President and member of Islamic Law Society of India was awarded Nelson Mandela Peace Award. Was awarded Leadership Excellence Award by the International Human Rights Peace Commission. Simon was also awarded as Global Peace Ambassador and Ambassador at Large in the country of Malaysia from our former Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. With our greatest appreciation and utmost pride,
Dr. M.D. Thomas, founder and director of Institute of Harmony and Peace Studies of New Delhi. Round of applause for him. Later on, he will introduce about each of you, and briefly they will be given a time to talk about how to get peace in life. How to get peace in life. Okay, number two panel, I would like to request from the representative of Brahma Kumari, Wike Kamala. Round of applause for him. The moderator is supposed to be here, but he's in Europe at the moment of time, so I have to take down his role playing this. Number three, let us invite Mr. Jawed Iqbal Khan, founder and president of Ehsas Peace Foundation, who has been very supportive of us. Number four, I would like to invite Mrs. Sunita Raina, poetry, counselor, and motivator. Okay, beginning from the right, let's have the honor of getting introduced of these wonderful people, wonderful scholars, great people of peace, the people who spread peace across India. And there is no introduction I have to tell you about Brahma Kumari. They are very good and they are doing a very wonderful job on this planet Earth. You should listen to them. You should listen to the leaders, how they speak the flow of peace that comes from them. So without taking much of the time, I pass this floor to Mrs. Brahma Kumari, the representative, to talk about themselves a little bit and about peace, how to derive peace, how to enjoy peace, how to live with peace. And we continue. Very kind of Guru.
Thank you, respected brother. Om Shanti. These are the two words that we use within Brahma Kumaris to greet each other. Om means I am. I am the light, the being of peace inside. Om means I am, and how do I see myself? As a being of peace. That's why we say Om Shanti. These two are the words we use within the Brahma Kumaris day in and day out the purpose of using and spelling out these two words is every time we speak Om and Shanti, we remind ourselves that I am originally, I am not this body. This is an external, I should say, chariot for the being, for the light inside. I am a soul, I am a light. I am a being, a spiritual being, which is originally peaceful. And we practice this soul consciousness. If you happen to come to Brahma Kumari's campuses anytime, you would see that every now and then there is a light music played, which indicates, let's experience peace. As our respected brother, was talking heartily about peace, we all know we need peace. Why is there peacelessness today? It's just because somehow in the world, human beings have gradually descended to body consciousness. Let's come back to our original state of mind, which is a very powerful, blissful, and a happy state of mind, which is the consciousness, who am I? I am a being of peace. Right in the middle of our forehead, we are all the spiritual beings in the form of the spark of light. It's like a star of the sky. Once I understand and connect, every hour, every minute, every time I think something, every time I speak, every time I come into action, if I remind myself that I'm a peaceful being, and also, not only I am a peaceful being, I belong to the one who's supreme. And what's the quality of that supreme? The speciality of that supreme is that supreme being whom I belong to is the ocean of peace. Within Brahma Kumaris, I can share my own experience with you. I have learned, because it's been about 38 years, I've been practicing soul consciousness and meditation and being with Brahma Kumaris, I've been studying spirituality. I have been learning how to use peace as an instrument, peace as a powerful weapon in order to think right, in order to speak right, in order to act right. And every time I connect to my own being inside the soul, and when I connect to the higher supreme, which is the ocean of peace, I'm no longer seeking peace, but I tend to experience peace. It's not about seeking. Why are we seeking today? Why are we wanting today? It's just that we got disconnected somehow mentally with our own self, which is the source of peace, and to the Supreme, which is the supreme ocean of peace. It's just the reconnection is what is needed to the self and the higher Supreme. Then we won't be needing peace any longer. So in order to be peaceful, I just have to have an inward journey, and in real terms, an upward journey for 1 or 2 minutes. Can we experience peace now? As the brother was wanting it so heartily. Can we all experience peace now? Yes? Can I request everybody, if you feel like doing, can you please sit upright? Keep your back straight. आप सभी आराम से comfortably कुर्सी पर बैठकर कमर सीधी रखें. Sitting upright, let's try and connect to the Self and the God and the Supreme Being of peace and light with our thoughts now. Om Shanti. Let's sit upright and bring our attention to now. Try and focus your thoughts on the spiritual light that you have inside, right in the middle of your forehead. Create an image. Let the image emerge within you. There is a beautiful, shining, tranquil light behind your eyes, sparkling like a star of the sky. And that spiritual light within you has that space which is full of peace, love, compassion, and kindness. Mentally looking at that spark of light within yourself, create a powerful thought. I am a peaceful being. I am a peaceful being, and I belong to the ocean of peace. Let's contemplate. Sometimes in our life, what is it?
There is divine and diabolic elements, and there is little conflict as we live in this world. That's why peace is being disturbed. The negativities in us, in the mind, the heart and the spirit have to be eliminated or reduced so that the positivities, the divine dimensions enter into our mind, heart and spirit. Peace becomes a reality when our mind, heart and spirit becomes positive, optimistic, realistic, experiencing it and thinking, experiencing and the like. Peace is not just refraining from war, refraining from hatred, refraining from discrimination, refraining from division and the like, which are diabolic elements. Peace is having love, friendship, spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood in us, and helping each other, promoting the other, appreciating the other, esteeming the other, in that peace becomes a reality. So in order to have peace in us, we require eliminating the negativities in us and the negative dimensions, and thus promote love and spirit of brotherhood and sisterhood in us. We are children of the same divine power, father, mother, or even beyond, or a combination of both. We are children of the same divine power. And then we should be brotherly and sisterly and friendly to one another. Then peace becomes a reality in us. The entire world is shooting up in the area of development. What is the use of development if there is no peace in us? If there is no peace in the country? If there is no peace in the society, peace in the country, peace in the community, in the institutions, in the religions, and in individuals, what's the use of this development? So there is no sustainable development without peace. Peace is the foundation, the fundamental thing, the fundamental reality that sustains development. All the developmental areas are to be rooted and grounded in peace. Peace is an experience, as an outlook, as a real experience where in the mind, heart and spirit we have love, brotherhood, sisterhood, friendliness and fellowship and helping each other. I believe we need to awaken in us today, all the more in the context of development, in order to have peace, these positive sentiments in us that will sustain peace. And peace is not a one-time achievement, it is inherited and at the same time acquired. Peace is a process, and 100% peace we don't have in this world because there are negativities around. We need to keep them under control, and thus peace is a process, a continuous journey of life. And the more we become divine, positive, optimistic, and are in a network of mutual relations, helping each other, promoting each other, then peace becomes all the more a reality for us.
Thank you very much, Dr. Thomas. Beautiful. He has mentioned that a man who has been on 2,000 platforms, 80 keynote address, 70 universities and instances, 100 universities around the world, and 1,500 interfaith program has shared to us one beautiful formula. Peace cannot be inherited. Can it be acquired? It has to be developed through struggle every now and then, because peace has got many, many enemies inside and outside. So we thank you very much, Dr. Thomas, for your appearance. I think I have no question at the moment of time because that was a very good input. But still, I'm revolving around our question. I need peace now. I come to this International Peace Conference, Global Interfaith Peace Conference, peace sharing thoughts, points to ponder, so that I can take away some peace, peace that I can enjoy back at home, right now, right at the moment, right throughout my life, till the end of the life. Where is the formula? Don't tell me such a huge, magnificent, wonderful planet, university with billions and trillions of galaxies and stars put together in wonderful, mysterious manner, do not have a formula for peace. I'm so sorry, I have to bend down. I have to acknowledge and voice out to the world, to the top of the mountain of Himalaya, Mount Everest, that there is peace. There is peace that you can enjoy perpetually, permanently, persistently. The flow keep coming to us and we can share it. It's possible and it's 100% possible. Now we would like to go to the third panel. And my question is still same. I would like to know, where do we get peace? After knowing a little bit introduction of the poet, Mrs. Sunita, right? Yeah, Sunita Rena, and getting to know about peace. Welcome.
Good evening. As for me, I believe practically, I talk practically, peace basically comes from our thoughts. It comes from mind, it comes from our heart. The small box is a very magical box. अगर हमने ठान ली है कि हमें पीस में रहना है और हमें दूसरों को भी पीस देना है, तो हमने इस बॉक्स को चेंज करना है। जो इसके अंदर वाइब्रेशंस हैं, हमने उसको चेंज करना है, हमने अपने थॉट प्रोसेस को चेंज करना है। बिकॉज ये जो हमारे पास है ना, ये ऊपर वाले ने बहुत छोटी सी चीज बख्शी है, लेकिन इसमें कितनी पावर है। इसमें एक सेकेंड में मिलियंस एंड मिलियंस ऑफ थॉट्स आते हैं। सो इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ फैक्ट्री इन अस, इन आवर बॉडी। तो अगर हम अपने थॉट प्रोसेस को चेंज करेंगे, अपनी पॉजिटिव नेगेटिविटी को पॉजिटिविटी में कन्वर्ट करेंगे, हमको ये सोचना है वी आर इन दिस वर्ल्ड जस्ट फॉर अ वेरी शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। व्हाट फॉर वी आर फाइटिंग? इसलिए हम दूसरों पर जुल्म करते हैं, इसलिए हम किसी के साथ गलत करते हैं, किसी को धोखा देते हैं। वी आर जस्ट हियर फॉर वेरी स्मॉल पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। We need to be very positive. Our thought process has to be positive. अगर हम अपनी सोच को पॉजिटिव करेंगे, अगर हम अपना माइंड, अपना हार्ट, अपना जहन और ज़मीर बदलेंगे, तो हमारे अंदर सिर्फ पॉजिटिव थॉट्स आ सकते हैं और हमारे अंदर भी पीस आ सकता है. And we can just give that peace. We can shower that peace to the whole world. But only one thing what I believe, what's required, that's हमें अपने आप को चेंज करना, अपने थॉट प्रोसेस को चेंज करना. हमको ये सोचना है कि दुनिया में जितने भी लोग हैं, जितने भी बीइंग्स हैं, जितने भी ह्यूमन बीइंग्स हैं, all are one. All are one. एक ही खुदा के, एक ही भगवान के सब बंदे हैं. उस सब में एक ही खून दौड़ता है. ऐसा है नहीं मुझे दुनिया में कोई इंसान, कोई बीइंग दिखाइए जिसका कोई ब्लड ग्रुप X या Y है. कोई अमेरिका का है कि आप कहेंगे नहीं इसका तो X and Y है, और जो हिंदुस्तान में है उसी का सिर्फ O नेगेटिव, A भी पॉजिटिव है, B पॉजिटिव है, A पॉजिटिव है. ऐसा तो नहीं है. अगर ऐसा है तो मैं प्लेटफॉर्म छोड़ के जाऊंगी. अगर ऐसा नहीं है, सबके रगों में एक ही खून दौड़ता है. किसी में ब्लू कलर का खून नहीं है, किसी में हरा खून नहीं है. एक ही खून दौड़ता है सबके रगों में. दिल में एक ही किस्म की धड़कन है, चाहे वो इंसान अमेरिका से हो, वो सऊदी अरबिया से हो, बर्तानिया से हो या हिंदुस्तान से हो. अगर ये सब हम सबको पता है तो हम किस लिए लड़ते हैं, किस लिए अपना पीस, सबका पीस खराब करते हैं. Why we are destroying the whole world? Why we are destroying the peace of every individual, every human being? बहुत ऐसा है कि we can't trust each other. सड़क पर भी वो लोग चलते हैं तो we can't trust. एक दूसरे को लगता पता नहीं क्या है, कौन सा शैतान है. Why is it so? Because negative energy is throughout. पूरी दुनिया में जो नेगेटिव एनर्जी फैल रही है. मुझे एक बहुत ही अच्छे ऑथर हैं, राइटर हैं, मुझे उनका बहुत ही अच्छा एक कोट याद आता है. काश हमने उस कोट पे आज से पता नहीं कितने बरसों पहले वो लिखा गया, but we never act upon those things. कोट देखिए क्या है. H.G. Wells ने कहा है, if we don't end wars, wars will end us. अगर हम जंग को खत्म नहीं करेंगे तो जंग हमें खत्म करेगी. So see how wonderful, how beautifully it's written. तो मैंने इसका आज आते आते ये लिखा, if we don't spread peace, we will be into pieces. So before we are into pieces, we are broken into pieces, we should spread peace.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I like this statement very much. We should end the war. If we know in the whole world there was only 2 world wars happened. First World War, Second World War. Third World War not yet come yet. So going and putting up a big world war is a very magnificent and very hard issue for every individual of us who are here, who are seekers of peace. But we have forgotten there is a big war, Armageddon, happening within us all the time. Our mind is fighting with the emotion. Our emotion is fighting with our heart. Our heart and mind is fighting with our remembrance and thought process. And it goes on. So this is a very good point for us to know that to reflect and the war outside. But the most important danger that's happening, the war important inside. Because of the war inside, we are fighting with people who are outside. People who are at peace inside will never ever fight with anyone. Right? Correct? Thank you very much. So we got a very good formula. Go and end the war. You can end First World War, no one could end it. Second World War, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, whatever. The Third World War is coming. It's another big world war. Not one out of 1 million can survive. 1 out of 10 million will survive. Imagine the day is going to come anytime from now. Can we stop that? No. But we can stop the war inside of every person, every leader. If we can assemble all the leaders down in this kind of conferences, the wars will stop. Because the war started from inside, within. The jihad is from inside. This is very important. And secondly, she was mentioning about unity, oneness. Yes, that's one of the important factors in achieving real peace, bona fide peace, true peace, permanent peace. You need unity, reformation, transformation, inspiration and motivation from a formula that has no leakage, that no foolproof, that cannot be defeated, that cannot be altered. We need that formula. And I like what she was telling is that to get peace, you have to study about your thoughts. So where does peace come from? Within your thoughts, within your remembrance, within your heart, within your mind, within your emotion? That's a big question for us. Thank you very much for your wonderful points that you have shared. Again, now we move to the President, Mr. Javed Ehsas Peace Foundation.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sheikh Ismail Khatib Sahab. It's my pleasure to be here to participate in the program. Before that, I participated in many programs in TV and other media as well. But this is one of the best topics where we discuss.
Thank you.
This is one of the best topics where we discuss about the peace and interfaith dialogue, not the debate. There is a difference between dialogue and debate.
We do not go into debates at all. Why? We want to unite together, be friends together, be brothers together, be sisters together, be united together with one common. There is commonness in every one of us. Today, we never beat each other without saying salam, Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Vanakkam, Namaste. See how wonderful it is. It can be any language, it doesn't matter. But the word commonness between us, the word salam, Shanti, Namaste, bring us together. Bring a respect around mutual respect. And how it is put into, that's very important. Thank you very much.
We have around approximately 200 countries in the world. And the basic need of the people is roti, kapla or makan. Now the new thing is coming up. Every country is struggling for peace and interfaith dialogue. Let me know any country which has not discussing about the peace and interfaith dialogue. Dr. Qasim and Sheikh Qasim, Honorable Sheikh Qasim has taken a very good topic. The ambassador of peace, India, there are many platforms which are working for a peace and interfaith dialogue. The reason behind is there is a difference, there is a conflict about the color, religion, caste, and many more things. It's not that in India this thing is prevailing. Go beyond that. Cross the border, see the neighboring countries. There is always problem of land dispute, arms smuggling, drug. These are the things where need the attention of the top media houses, social organizations, government welfare department, and many more. The reason behind is you cannot take the topic one by one. And it's not a cup of tea for one person, one organization, one university, one ministry, or one person. We have to take the decision collectively. We have to work from each and every platform. And the reason, then only we'll be able to get the peace. It's not the peace of neighborhood dispute. It's not the peace required for the arms and ammunition. It's not that any other reason. In India, particularly in India, we discuss about India because we have got a very wide range of different religions. In the world, the Christians are approximately 31%. The Muslim percentage is around 24%. The Hindus are approximately 15%. The Buddhists are around 5%. And like many other, if the country where they don't not believer of the God, we call it atheist, their percentage is approximately 15%. If you take the whole matter into nutshell, it is difficult for a one person to sort out the problem. We have to take it, either Javed or anybody else is individually have to take the responsibility to cope on such kind of problem. And I think so in the coming days, this issue, the peace and interfaith dialogue, it will be number one agenda for each and every country.
Exactly.
So we pray for a help for Honorable Dr. Qasim, because he has taken an issue and he has given a light to us, a ray of hope where we can work with him, and we should forward his message to every place where we can do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. MashaAllah. Ya salam, ya salam, ya salamu, ya aman, ya amanu, ya salam, ya salam, ya salam, ya salam, ya salam, ya salam, ya salam. Yes, we are organizing, establishing one of the world powerful foundation called World Peace Commission, whereby we are inviting the whole interfaith. We have to work collectively. If we want to work individually, the message may not reach. Collectively like this, if we work, people will